Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. In a drastic turn of events, this upcoming Grassroots Greats promo just got a whole lot more insane because yes, the rumors are true. EA is going to be giving every single one of us a free icon Maradona as he comes back into FC25 to start off this promo. We just had the free Zidane a month ago, and now we have this. This has been the craziest year ever for free cards that EA has given out. But will it be as good as the Zidane, or is this one going to look a little bit different and maybe not turn out to be quite as meta of a card? We're going to talk about that because we have some leaks to cover, but that Maradona leak is already crashing the market. Cards, especially center attacking mids and strikers, are down bad, and I worry a little bit for the rest of the market, but also this Grassroots Greats promo does not exactly look as we thought it would, guys. There's some new leaks kind of dispelling some more information about this promo, and that's some good things and some bad things. We're going to talk about it all in today's video. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Now, the first thing, before we get into content from yesterday, EA just posted minutes ago that there's going to be maintenance going on in this game in the early hours of today. You guys know how it is with maintenance. Sometimes it takes half the time that they have scheduled. Sometimes it takes double. Of course, it's a big day to try to get your champs games if you're still playing or your rivals points in. So if you can't get into the game, can't get on the servers, that might be the reason why. I'm really curious to know what that's going to be changing. Maybe that has something to do with the promo upcoming this weekend. We will see. But I just wanted to point that out because that's something happening today. Let's talk about yesterday's content on Tuesday really quick. There wasn't a whole lot except for SBCs. There was a lot going on there. But I want to mention the Rush Points refresh because I actually packed a Future Star icon from the group reward 84x5. And if you're going to be playing this mode, the best mode to be playing, I believe right now, is the double points mode, which is the Future is Now. I don't know if this Wonder Kid to icon mode actually gives you double Rush points, but if you're going to play some Rush, do the Future is Now mode. Gets the other objective done too. It is worth getting that done in my opinion, especially I'm a little biased because I packed an icon from it, but those are some decent, pretty easy packs. You can complete Evo same time. You guys know the drill. Now, let's go to SBCs because there was no Evo content yesterday. The Evos kind of were hitting heavy on the weekend, and now they're slowing down, but the SBCs are picking up the slack. We had one player SBC yesterday, probably the least hype SBC of all. It is Jess Park, a City women's player, right wing. She can also play center mid and right mid. 4-star, 5'3", trickster plus. The best thing about this card is she is super cheap. She has some decent play styles, and you can actually boost her with the long ball or the quick step plus in one of the two Evos for Future Stars cards. Again, this SBC is not that crazy hype, but it's only 48,000 coins. So if you want to get it done, by all means, go ahead and get it done. The real hype with SBCs yesterday, though, was the upgrade packs, one of which, well, honestly, two of which we did not see it coming. Let's start with the one that was a little bit more obvious, but still a surprise. The 83x10 upgrade. We talked about the potential of the 83x14 to come back. Hey, I will take this 83x10. I think the requirement for this one is one of the best that we have had. It's an inform, but then you need 3 84s and the rest of the squad is an 83. The reason why I like that so much is you can do 3 84s, your inform, and then just put in the rest 82s, and it's easy done. You are using less 83s and 84s to get that done than before. I really, really, really like that from the 83x10. That is repeatable every single day, 3 times. We love to see it. Now, the other SBC that was new yesterday, from a little bit of a surprising standpoint, was the 83 plus 3 of 10 player pick. This is basically an 83x10 again, but you just get to take 3 players home instead of all 10, and it's a player pick. It also requires an inform in the squad, which is one of the reasons why informs went up a ton, and they're probably going to go up even further today on this game. How much are informs right now? They were like 18, 19K earlier. Looks like they're still about 17 to 18K. These aren't the only cards that are going up. Whoa, they're actually back down a little bit, huh? 17K? I think these are going to come back up even higher today, though. So if you want to make a quick flip trade investment, this might be a decent place to do that. One of the reasons the informs may have dropped back down to like 17K, 16,750 right now is because the weekend league is still going and people are still getting rewards and supplying these cards in the market a little bit. That might be one of the reasons. I think those cards could be good cards to buy in like lazy list today for some small fluctuations, but still they're going to be in very heavy demand because not one but 2 of the new upgrade packs require the informs. That would be the 8310 and the 83 3 of 10 player pick, which that was pretty fun to do, by the way. I think it's a decent SBC. I would do your 8310s first, and then if you have some fodder left over in the club, do these second. 8310 takes priority for sure. Now, this was the surprise for an SBC yesterday. The 88 plus Future Star trade-in. I love they called this a trade-in, but guys, this is actually our first exchange SBC of the year. You're turning in 3 Future Stars players to get an 88 plus Future Star back. And if you take a look at this, it's 87,000 coins to do, according to the FutBin, right? Is this SBC technically worth it? No, this SBC is not worth it because there's a lot of Future Stars that are less than 87K that are 88 plus. Like I did this SBC yesterday and I got Kouassi. She's really cheap, not that expensive. Is it really worth it? I say no. Is it fun? Absolutely. Now, the one thing I don't like about it is Future Stars are not that easy to pack. So EA is saying, hey, turn in 3 of your Future Stars for a chance at maybe a better one. But you're out here, like, I was like, wow, I didn't even know I had this many Future Stars in the club. Probably the only reason I had 3 to do it yesterday was because of the guaranteed Future Stars packs from rewards. That was the only reason I had enough in my club to feel like I would go and do that SBC. Now, it is fun to do, and it refreshes again today and tomorrow. And all Future Stars on the market because of this are now 28,000 coins, which is crazy. In my opinion, these are going to go even higher today. I think Future Star cards are going to continue to go up until rewards, or maybe a little bit before rewards tomorrow. And then they are going to drop for sure because they're going to get supplied some more, right? With all the tradable packs and player picks, the Future Stars will get supplied. But if you have any tradable Future Stars in your club, make sure you sell them basically today. Take the money. It's 30,000 coins. That is incredible value. I would say if you have one in your club that's tradable and you're deciding whether or not you should do the SBC, I would rather sell the card than do the SBC. 30,000 coins, in my opinion, is more valuable than the card you're going to get out of the 88 plus. But regardless, that's a fun SBC, man. I'll be honest. Like, it's fun to take the chance on something like that. That's not something that we normally get. I can say that it's not good value and still sit here and show you that I'm doing it because we have a lot of coins and I have this stuff in the club, but it's not high on the list. The 8310, number 1. I'd say this 83 3 of 10 would be number 2, and then the Future Stars trading would be number 3. But it's at least a unique idea, and honestly, guys, it is an exchange. Like, even look at the little logo there. It's got the little recycle exchange emoji. That's our first exchange of the year. EA, you know what that means, all right? Give us the real exchanges. But those Future Star cards, like I mentioned, they went from 12, 13,000 coins all the way up to 30,000. They've just slowly kept rising. They're probably going to fluctuate here or there. I mean, yeah, they're almost 30K, like 28, 29. But I do believe they're going to go up a bit more today since we can do that SBC again. If I saw the refresh timer correctly, I believe that all of those are going to be refreshing today. Let me just double check that, because I don't want to speak incorrectly here, but I'm pretty sure that it is going to refresh today, and I will probably do it again today. I won't buy any of these. Yeah, it's going to refresh again. I won't buy any Future Stars for that, but hopefully we can maybe pack 1 or 2 more from like an upgrade pack or a player pick or something, and then I'll be able to get that one done. Now, let's speak about fodder really quick. Inforum's Future Stars cards are up. The rest of the fodder market, too, because the 83 times 10 is kind of slowly going up too. You can see here 55K on Tuesday for these 90s after content with the 83 times 10 giving out some more fodder. Guess what? People are getting more walkouts, which means they're going and getting squads of guys like the Mbappe SBC icon player picks completed, and that's got higher rated fodder just kind of creeping up there in value as well. We're going to talk about this again tomorrow, but fodder during rewards is going to be a buy for a quick flip trade, just like we did last week once again, because of everything that is out right now. Again, like I mentioned with the Future Stars cards, watch their prices today. They're going to be continuing to fluctuate like crazy, the fodder ones. And maybe if there's somebody like this Kusanov who's like 45,000 coins, I mean, I don't know if these cards are all going to go to 45K, but they're going to get crazy and stay crazy in price until rewards on Thursday. Just be very careful with those and take the coins if you have them tradable in your club. That was all the content really that we had yesterday on this game. It was a big day for SBCs, and of course, we've mentioned that very greatly. Let's talk about the real big news, those guys, and I'm going to actually go in chronological order of the way that things came out yesterday, because I think it helps set the stage for what is coming this weekend. Where we left you in the video yesterday was, we thought this Grassroots Greats promo was just going to be heroes and icons, and the first leak that we had yesterday dispelled that for sure. Of course, we had the free Maradona card that's been leaked, of course, with a part of this, but I want to talk about this first before we get to that, because I think this is just as important, especially for how this promo and the hype of this promo is going to completely change. Our mindset's changed, right? McAllister is coming, one of the many players that was leaked as a Grassroots Greats player soon. Remember yesterday we were like, oh, Baggio, Wright, Foudy, Ribery, Drogba, and Stam, all those are heroes or icons. It's going to be an icon or hero-based promo. Wrong. We've got regular players in this promo as well. Bruno Fernandes, Olise, Dybala, McAllister, Araujo, Vardy, and then some other names in here. Even some heroes still. Betty Pele, Hamsik getting cards. Keane is getting a card as well. But it kind of has taken this promo that seemed to be super hyped, and we had very high expectations of all these insane cards, including the Doumbia, Gervinho, and a Barbo. But they are not coming as well. So it's kind of taken our expectations from like this promo being a level 9 or a level 10 out of 10 type of promo. And it's kind of hurting the hype, I'll be honest, guys. With these cards right here were really a big part of this promo, I'll be honest. For a lot of us, the Doumbia, the Gervinho, the Abarbo, and kind of what we were led to believe with the name of this promo and with some of the leaks. Now, it's not... like Gervinho, Abarbo, and Doumbia are not coming to the game at all. That's not the case. They're somehow still going to be added into the game. We saw their descriptions added to the code of the web app, right? Just like Beckenbauer and just like Maradona. So they're going to come out in the game at some point. Maybe it's down the line at Foot Birthday in March or something like that, because EA has done flashback type of content or sort of FIFA Legends during Foot Birthday. If you remember FIFA 18 Foot Birthday, those are some pretty sick cards. But it's very unfortunate because we were getting our expectations built up. We talk about this a lot when with the leaks, it all comes down to expectations versus reality. We expect something insane. We expect something great. The leaks and the names of the promo and the hype just starts to build up to a certain level. And then when EA deliver a little below that, we really just get disappointed. And that's kind of what's happening here. So unfortunately, we're not getting these 3 FIFA Legends as a part of this promo, which it felt like it would fit so great. It kind of feels like not a normal promo, but kind of like a normal promo now. It doesn't feel like it's going to be set apart as something more unique and different than what it was. But one thing I do want to mention about these leaks is Foot Police here is the one who's leaked this whole list of players here, including Chawinga, Pascal Gross, Mahrez, and Williams from the USA women's team. And Foot Sheriff has got some different players in here like Jonathan David. He's got Ollie Watkins, Ayew, and Pickett. So we have some differentiating leaks here from the different guys. What I would say is this. Don't put too much weight in these leaks just yet. Wait until we have official stats and some more news about players that are coming in this promo, because right now there seems to be some leaker beef and some leaker differences that are going on right now. First world problems, for sure. I don't even know what to call this. It's kind of hilarious to see the leakers kind of like beef with each other. There's been so many predictions and so many things released about this whole Grassroots Greats promo, and a lot of people have been led to believe false leaks. What I would say is stick to leakers that get it right most of the time. ASY, Foot Sheriff, FIFA Romania, those are the guys that are very consistently corrected leaks. Foot Police frauded a little bit recently, you know, and all these leakers have had problems before. But I would just say don't put a whole lot of stock in these leaks just yet, because these seem to be the least legit ones. But some of the other stuff, as with all leaks, we take them with a pinch of salt. But some of the other stuff seems to be a lot more legit and consistent between all the leakers than just those. So that's one thing I did want to mention. But let's get to the real big news, guys. This is what we're here to talk about, right? Maradona. And this news is sweeping across the game after this tweet yesterday. ASY Foot Trader, free Maradona evolution is coming to FC25 during Grassroots, the same as Zidane. Now, I didn't even think that this was going to happen, guys. I will be honest. Like yesterday when we were talking about the whole Maradona coming back into Grassroots Greats, even in yesterday's video, I was like, nah, there's no way EA is going to give us another free card like they just did with Zidane. I'm wrong. I'm loving to be wrong here because this is insane, man. When do you get the chance of using a top-tier icon card? By the way, for those who have never used the Maradona, didn't play FIFA when Maradona was in, back in FIFA 22 and before. When we're talking about Maradona, of course, one of the GOATs of the game, like Pele is the only icon rated higher than him in-game from a base overall rating standpoint, as we looked at yesterday. This is huge. This is totally insane. I didn't think they would do another thing like this, especially this top tier of an icon, but it is happening. Now, these are not the official stats for the Maradona. We're going to look through a few more leaks and talk about that. But I think now, after we experienced the whole Zinedine Zidane situation, this is leaked to be as the same or similar as Zidane. A lot of us had frustrations with this Zidane card, and maybe do right now, because it was all that you saw. When you came up against other players' teams, you're playing against Zidane, and probably you still are playing against this card. Or like when you're trying to play Rush and finish an Evo, it's a race. Who can get this card added to their Rush selection as fast as possible, because like everybody's using it. And I know that a lot of people find that annoying. And I think that's something that we've noticed that we never really knew was going to be a problem until EA gave out this free Zidane. But that's something that we have to think about and kind of work through with this whole free Maradona situation again. And the other thing is, a lot of people don't even have the 94 Zidane because this was a club members only Zidane evolution. I think that's a key part of this Maradona. EA cannot restrict this. They cannot restrict this to, like, FC founders or, I don't know, club members, whatever way they restricted stuff in the past for like these free cards, right? No, everybody, whoever logs in from Friday forward needs to be able to get this Maradona upon logging in and be able to upgrade him. That's my way of thinking of it. And I think it shouldn't be any way restricted at all because that's just frustrating. And a lot of people are frustrated with the Zidane because they only have the 90 rated one instead of the 94. So EA, don't restrict this at all, please. Let everybody be able to have access to this. Let us build that hype and use this Maradona card and be excited about him coming back into the game. Now, speaking of the upgrades, right? It's been leaked originally that it's going to be the same as Zidane where you take a card and you upgrade him straight away. But it's actually not going to be quite the same. The leaks have changed a little bit since it was first posted. Yes, you're seeing here, guys, this is accurate. A official 77 rated. I'm laughing in this because what? A 77 rated Maradona card. This is the free Maradona that we get. But wait. There's evolutions that we're going to be able to upgrade this card or some sort of evolution and objective combination where we will take this card and upgrade him to a more usable version. Now, what's the card that we're going to at the end? Is it going to be 91 rated? We don't exactly know yet, but what this kind of reminds me of, it sounds like it's going to be mostly through Evos, maybe through objectives too. Kind of reminds me of the old Future Stars way of the Academy. I know we just had a Future Stars Academy, but where you took a low-rated card and then built them up to certain levels to get them to the top. It kind of feels like that sort of situation all over again. Now, right now, I want to show you these leaks. There's a lot of confusion with what this final Maradona card is going to look like in the end. FutAccountant tweeted, and FutAccountant been pretty accurate. Of course, he's had his moments as well for leaks, but he says the Maradona Evolution final card will be in between the two stats. His baby icon card in FIFA 22 and his mid icon. So it looks like we're going to be getting somewhere between a 91 and a 95 Maradona. I'm going to guess 93. That would be split down the middle, somewhere between 92 and 93. And then the stats, we're hopefully getting 90 plus pace, around 90 shooting, around 90 or maybe just a shade below passing, definitely above 90 dribbling. We're talking mid-90s dribbling, and then 75-ish physical. That's the hope, right? And he's also posting here that Maradona, his old card, had technical, finesse, playmaker, flair, and chip shot. Hopefully that means this Maradona will have technical and finesse plus play styles at the end. And then there's some other questions here. How many games will it require to complete? My guess is 30. He says, no. Does that mean more than 30? Does that mean less than 30? He says here, final version, better in stats than Zidane. This dude knows the stats. Actually, if you want to look at this tweet, there is a couple hilarious comments to this tweet. These guys have the leaks. Just post the freaking card, man. Let us see what this Maradona is going to be that we can get at the end here. I thought that was super funny. I guess we'll just stay waiting for a leak today. I'm sure there's going to be news about what the Maradona card is exactly going to look like with this. But just a few more thoughts on the situation. I really started to think back to this, and I was like, you know what? Like, I did the Cruyff SBC earlier this year, and there was a lot of people that didn't like the Cruyff. Look at the upvote, downvote here. 3,600 downvotes and 1,300 upvotes. I mean, I just don't feel like you can hate on a situation where EA is giving out one of the best icons in the game that's coming back to the game, even if it's not going to be the most meta card possible. Like, this Cruyff was so good and still is good in this game if you use him because it's Cruyff. There's just something different about a card like this in game compared to other players, and that's why I regret nothing about doing this SBC, and that's why I can't see a reason to complain about getting a free Maradona. This is absolutely phenomenal. Yes, I understand the thought of, oh, but Nate, everybody's going to have him. Well, if this Maradona is not going to be as cracked as the Zidane was straight away, and we have to work more to get him upgraded, and maybe even at the end, he's not a card that fits into all of our teams. If you have a team of the year attacker or your team of the year blueprint attacker, maybe Maradona is good, but not like as good as the starting player in your squad, or at least better than them. That's okay. Maybe he won't show up in your team as often. So I think this is something that you can't be too frustrated about just because this is insane. We've never seen the levels of this before of free cards. It's phenomenal, right? I love that aspect of it, and I think I would rather deal with using playing against him or struggling to pick them in a rush search when a lot of other people are trying to do the same thing. I'd rather struggle with that and have a little bit of frustration there than not have the opportunity to use the card. The fact that we have an opportunity to use the card is insane. Now, there's this leak as well, and I don't want to pass over this and talk about this, or not talk about this. Remember the 96 rated Maradona that we had leaked a couple of days ago? I think what we might end up seeing is this version of Maradona that's 96 would be in packs. EA love to do this, right? They put the top tier version in packs. Then there's another version like the baby one that we're going to be free evoing, whatever. You know, that's out in the game too. But if you want the best version of Maradona, you know, you got to try to pack him, right? This card's going to be crazy expensive. I still think he's going to be in packs. I don't think it's going to be just one version of Maradona. I think he's going to be out there as well. He should have a base icon card too. So we'll be looking to see what those are going to be looking like. Watch out for more leaks for those today. Now, let's talk about how this is kind of impacting the market. We talk about this Maradona card. We talk about the leaks of the Maradona free being given out. Now, you saw Cole Palmer, team of the year on my transfer list. When people saw this leak of Maradona coming out as a free card that we're going to be able to evolve. At first, the leaks, we had no idea what it was going to look like. We had no idea what the stats were going to be, how good the card was going to be, and all of that. And that caused insane panic on center attacking mids and strikers, because we remember what happened to midfielders when this Zinedine Zidane came out. Even some of the cheaper midfielders. I remember Rolfa, her center mid card. When the Zidane came out, I think it was right here. She went from 300,000 coins down to 250, and then her card just tanked over the next month because everybody had either the 90 or the 94 Zidane. She was one of the more hype cards at the time, just coming out of Winter Wild Cards. And center mids across the game, just like hers, dropped in price like crazy because of that. Now, a lot of people started speculating the same thing with good reason for this Maradona. It was center attacking mids mostly, but strikers too. Look at this drop off, man. Crazy, crazy panic. And then we saw the leaks. Oh, it's a 77 rated card. Maybe he's going to get upgraded to like a 91 or 92. And then some of the cards started to rebound because, of course, it's not actually here yet. Here's what I'll tell you. I still think that this Maradona is going to make prices crash, just because it is crazy that they're going to give out a card like this to everybody, even if we have to do some work to evolve him. That's going to be an absolutely insane card. So I do think that this is going to hurt attackers specifically. I think strikers would be a part of this too, like Messi. He's not necessarily a striker, but another version of a center attacking mid type player that is down bad. I think strikers that maybe haven't dropped as much could potentially drop further. This card was 1.6 mil yesterday. He's 1.4 right now. He was all the way down at 1.3. Like you saw me with the Cole Palmer. I bought Cole Palmer right here for 1.31, sold him for a quick 1.42, and I made the quick flip. I'm going to be staying away most likely from a lot of attackers on this game. But again, I don't know if it's going to hurt these attackers and the strikers like as quickly and as instantly as the Zidane did, because the way that Maradona looks, it's different than Zidane, because Zidane was so crazy that he went boom straight into our teams straight away. This Maradona is going to require some work through evolutions to upgrade him before he goes boom straight into your team. You know what I'm saying? So I still think there's going to be some panic selling. People are going to be out ahead of time. And I think if you have a center attacking mid, maybe a card like this Neymar, he was how much? He was 1.4, 1.5 yesterday. He went down to like 1.2 and he's back up into the 1.3s. I would still take the liberty to sell this card straight away, because I think the new Maradona that's coming out is going to have finesse and technical, probably 5-star skills, maybe a 4-star weak foot. The only thing that he won't have is 99 dribbling. The Maradona won't, but I still think that's going to make a card like this drop in some other strikers in the game. So if you had a tradable version, even if it's like a 50, 100K card, be very careful with any player that's a center attacking mid or a striker for Maradona, because I do feel like they will be dropping. But watch out for some quick flipping opportunities in the panic, like Bobby Charlton, 1.9 mil. He was down at 1.6. I tweeted yesterday, like, oh my goodness, cams are tanking, right? 2.1 mil down to 1.6, boop, right back up to 1.8 for him. So those are more expensive options, but that's happening on even some of the lower tier cams. And I think the panic selling is going to continue into this weekend on those cards specifically. Now, as I take a look at the rest of the market, you guys know we were talking about investing in cards a lot this week. I still have my Rudigers. I still have my Vitinhas. I sold like 1 or 2 of the Vitinhas, but we still are seeing a market that's not like crashing overall. I'm still a little bit worried with the free Maradona. That's going to shake some things up. But we're only now just less than a day away from the big rewards push, where we have not just 1 reward set tomorrow on Thursday, but 2, with the final payout of Champs Rewards and Rivals rewards. I got to get some Rivals games in today to try to get some of those rewards, of course, and maybe try to save some of those packs for Grassroots Greats, or just, try to get some more coins and try to get some decent pulls, right? That's why we like the rewards, right? Especially the coins. Rewards this year give so many coins. That's what makes the rewards days go so good for trading, especially Thursdays. I still believe that some of these cards are going to go even higher at the rewards. So I think I might end up holding on to some of these midfielders and defenders that I still have, like the Vitinha, especially with the Ousmane Dembele Player of the Month that is on the horizon. If that SBC comes out today or tomorrow and is good, I still think that they could go up. But again, what I would tell you right now is if you're going to trade, just try to focus on middle tier, lower budget defenders. I think it's the defenders that you got to be focusing in on right now, because the attackers are, of course, just worried. I'm worried about attackers because of the Maradona. I think the defenders are a bit safer, but I also feel like the defenders are a bit more overpriced because we haven't had any big SBCs or evolutions to really tank their prices, except for left backs, right? But like center backs and even CDMs, we haven't had anything super crazy recently to make those prices drop. So I think they're maybe a little bit inflated because people are paying out of their pocket more for those, since there hasn't been a crazy card recently released there in those positions. But I still think that'd be the safest place to trade, and I still think you can invest in some trades for tomorrow for this market. So that's kind of what I wanted to mention there, but the market's going to be a little shaky until we get into Friday with this new promo coming out. Now, let's talk about Wednesday content today. Of course, we're going to be getting a brand new Team of the Week. If you really want a version, specifically one version of the Lewis Skelly. I know this card's in the Team of the Week today. He's going to be going out of packs. I just want to mention this card because a lot of people want him for evolutions. I'm trying to find him on Futbin right here at the moment. He's 67,000 coins. He's going out of packs today. He was as low as 65 yesterday. He was even a 61K early on Monday. I think you want to get a low 60K range for this card. As he goes out of packs, there's so many Evos that he fits into. I'm not going to say put a whole bunch of coins into this investment, but I think it actually could be a card that's investable because he does go out of packs. But there should be a new Team of the Week today. Remember, all new informs are going to be 85 plus. That's the new role there, or the new rule. And they do have 2 playstyle pluses on some of them. So watch out for that. That's probably the least exciting thing of content today. Other content to expect: 88 plus campaign player pick came out last week. I expect it to just refresh this week. I don't know if they're going to add anything else in here. Player-wise, maybe they'll take out... Actually, they're probably not going to take out Thunderstrucks. There's no icons or heroes inside of this. It's probably going to be the same campaign pick that's going to refresh. So watch out for that. I don't think this is required. Yeah, it did require an inform, so that could be another reason that informs go back up a little bit more today in price because of that one refreshing. But I think for me it comes down to these 2 SBCs. One is the Kluivert SBC. We do not have official stats for him yet, but this would be coming either today or tomorrow to finish out Future Stars. So watch out for a Patrick Kluivert. Again, not official stats here for sure. Hopefully he has 2 better playstyles, and hopefully he's cheap and a fun card to try out. The other SBC is this one, Ousmane Dembele. Still, as we mentioned, I'm going to mention this every day until it comes out, because this is a real big time potential SBC. That's not the official card, but he's definitely going to have either rapid or quick step, maybe finesse, maybe, I don't know, technical. It depends, but he's 5-star, 5-star. It's Ousmane Dembele. He's a French attacker, and he's really OP in game. So either today or tomorrow, that SBC is going to come out as well. It's probably going to be one of the, like, Kluivert or Dembele today or tomorrow, one of the 2. And whenever one comes out today, the other one will probably come out tomorrow. So definitely watch out for that. And the last thing that we have to mention, this card design was just added to the pack, the card design code, I guess. It is the FC Pro Champs version. The card that is going to end up being, I believe, the icon design for the Schweinsteiger SBC, which was for the winner of the FC Pro Open. Now, we don't have official stats or anything along those lines right now for it, but that will be an SBC that will be coming out soon, maybe this weekend, maybe as soon as today or tomorrow. That's something to watch out for. Since that card design was added, that means it's coming here very, very soon. And then, of course, probably the biggest part of content today is the content that's already there. It's refreshing in SBCs. The 83 times 10, the Future Stars exchange pack, the trade up, if you will, and then, of course, the 83 3 of 10. So that's definitely what is most important to watch out for today, these SBCs that are refreshing. That's going to make me log in and check all this stuff out. There maybe could be a new evolution today as well. I think Wednesdays, yeah, we have been getting evolutions. Just, with evolutions, I only have one thing to say. Every single day, there's new cards on Futbin that are going up that are 88 rated, right? Because now Evos are allowing 88 rated cards in them. just be careful with pump and dumps. At this point, you can buy a meta 88 rated card and probably make coins on it, because you see people that are pump and dumping these cards for either real or fake leaks. Who knows? But you look at these spikes, right? 190K up to 202. He was like 170, I think, on Monday, 180. I think Bruno Fernandes was another one that went crazy yesterday for his 88 rated Centurions card, and now he's getting another promo. But yesterday he went from 160 all the way to 220 and then comes right back down. Like, if you have any of these tradable 88 rated cards, or you want to go invest in a couple that are like big names that are still low, even if they already fit in Evo, like sometimes that stuff just gets juiced and pumped up in price. That's a bit risky. I don't really trade with leaks at all. I don't mess with any of that because I don't get leaks. But that's one thing I did want to mention on the market, because those are moving a lot. So if you see your card that you own in your club, like on the front page of FootBin, is an 88 rated card, you're like, why the heck is this card up so much? It's probably for some sort of pump and dump Evo leak. And just sell the card and take the money, right? Just like I would do with the Future Stars cards that are 28, 29,000 coins on this market right now and could potentially go higher today. Now, that's a long video, but guys, that whole Maradona situation, this is crazy. I still can't wrap my mind around it that we're getting another free top-tier icon card a month after we had the Zidane. Insane stuff. I love it. The opportunity to play with a card like this cannot go overlooked, because normally this is a card that you're chasing an icon packs or player picks all year to try to get, and same thing with Zidane. EA's just giving them out for free. So we absolutely love to see that, and we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how the upgrades work. Watch for more leaks. I would imagine the official card gets leaked today, and more the upgrade path, and probably more about Grassroots Greats comes out today as well on a Wednesday, and especially tomorrow on Thursday. We'll cover it all in tomorrow's video, and of course we'll be on the stream today, checking it out live, getting into the content, getting some Rivals games in with our really crazy team at the moment. We've got a really stacked team. I've been really enjoying it, and yeah, we'll be getting into that today on the streams. If you want to check us out, those links are down below in the description, or just come back here to YouTube because we're streaming on here as well. If you want to check out the second channel, just a cheeky plug, you can see the 2 Future Stars that we packed yesterday, one of which replaced R9, and I was very surprised with how good he was when we tried him out. So I'll plug that right above here. But if you enjoyed this one, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the streams today. It's been TheFutAccountant. Have a great Wednesday. Peace out.